Hey Gearfax friends, welcome back. Another digital piano today. It's the Casio CDP-200R and I really love this piano. The power button that's on the front. Thank you, Casio. The first thing I noticed about it was when I switched it on, how sweet and delicious this key action is. Gorgeous. And first impressions continue to be impressive by the really big display and just the beautiful, neat overall layout and the great speaker quality as well. It's not massively loud, but the keyboard seems to just vibrate the way you'd expect a piano to. It's really a very nice playing experience. I know that's just coming out of the speakers and into the camera's microphone. I will do some direct recording in the second half of this video, but I also want to point out some other good features. It's got onboard rhythms. Nothing overly amazing, but there's a couple of hundred to choose from, and they're of the same ilk that you would see on Casio's home keyboards. Also, something borrowed from some of the home keyboard models is sampling. You can sample up to 9 seconds of your own sounds. And while the sound set is very extensive, you've got 700 sounds to choose from, if you can't quite find the right one, you do have that 9 seconds of sampling to basically import a sound from any other synthesizer and use it on the CDP-200R. And another feature that's borrowed from home keyboards, pitch bend wheel. A pretty unusual feature for a weighted key instrument, and some might say it's a bit stupid, but I don't think so. This is an all-round instrument. I'd even go as far as to say it's more of a music workstation as well as a performance piano. So I don't have any problem with the presence of this one. And by pressing the function key, I can even make it go up to a full octave of pitch bend range if I want it to go that far. Or say 7 semitones. But it's at 2 by default. Now let's exit out of that and have a look at some more features. Looking at the right hand half now, you can see how large and easy to see this screen is. And I'd point out too that the backlighting isn't overly harsh. If you're on a dark stage or in a dimly lit room, it won't blast your eyes. Over here we can choose between rhythms and sounds, our song bank, and also we can look at what's on the memory card. I don't have an SD card in at the moment, but it's very conveniently situated there. And it can do various things like record all your setups and sounds, any songs that you're halfway through creating or that you've finished, and it can also play back WAV files or import samples. A really convenient feature, and again oriented more towards kind of workstation activities with the keyboard or studio work as well as live performance. We've got our numeric keypad up here, which also doubles as navigation through some of the function menus. Slightly confusing system at first, with 7 being enter and 9 being exit, but that only takes a minute or two to get your head around. And down here we can split our sounds, layer our sounds, and also use an arpeggiator. In fact, let's try that right now. We're on the piano sound. You'll see the duet 1 comes up. That's the first of our harmonizing algorithms. But if we go past 10, we get into arpeggiators. Probably not something you'd use on piano normally, but when you're playing some beats and using some of the more synthesizer type sounds, it can be really good for creating electronic styles of music. It can also be used in a slightly cheaper and more gimmicky way, I suppose, to play riffs and melodies that would literally be impossible for any human being to play. On the back it's almost disappointingly simplistic. We've got the sustain pedal jack there. Here's our line in for sound, so you can sample stereo signals such as a couple of bars that you like from your favourite song. Here's power in, and panning right across, a simple USB port all on its own. Just before we go into the direct recording, I'll play you a couple of the sounds that I've stored to the quick registration here for easy recall. here's the Casio SP20 foot pedal where you can see it. Now we'll get into a directly recorded demo of Casio's excellent CDP-200R. Thanks for liking, commenting or subscribing. Please keep in touch with GearFacts for more music gear demos, and I'll see you on the next one.